Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're a returning sub, thank you so much for your support, your trust. It really means the world to me from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate and care and love you all so much. I'm different. I channel energy in a journal each day. I strictly flip these cards out of my own entertainment purposes, and the cards always resonate with my journal. And I'm doing something a little different here, but it's just like I'm breathing so heavily because I can't believe how these cards come out from my journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the stuff in my journal. I'm going to show you the top, and these are the messages that I believe are meant for you. I do a lot of other channeling of energy and for my own, but then I channel energy for the Twin Flame Worldwide Collective. So I'm going to get started. Then I'm going to show you some freaky things. I do 4 cards for being my birth number. I do what's in the masculine's heart space as the moment. If they could say anything to the feminine, what would it be? Overall energy, healing energy for Twin Flame Collective. And then over on the side here, which I'll show you later, is the wisdom to navigate the journey. But just crazy. And crazy energy over the last 24 hours. I don't know what's happened, but there has been some darkness, a lot of darkness with the masculine energy, and they need help. And what has happened is this inner childhood trauma is surfacing, and it is causing them to go through extreme darkness right now, and it's part of the journey. And I keep alluding to that there's new beginnings, but there also has to be endings as well. And this ending is causing them to go through extreme darkness. The new moon is on September 26th, and this is all about new beginnings, new moon, new beginnings. Set your intentions and put and manifest your intentions out there. But this energy is fairly dark for the masculine right now, and what resonates, what doesn't. So the ask is to just love unconditionally and not to judge. There's some venom out there. The cycles that they're trying to end, the venom is trying to come in, and they're just at a weakened state right now. Where there's darkness, there's light. Where there's black, there's white. So it is all truly just a journey. Just please manifest unconditional love, for some of the masculines that are going through this darkness, these tower moments, the storm, whatever it may be. But it's primarily having to do with this inner child trauma surfacing. And this is what happens through the journey. It's a healing journey. One message I have for you, and this is, and there's Mercury's in retrograde as well. And there's this throat chakra that I find, like, some of you may be having coughing fits. Again, I don't know where this is coming from. Sore throat. So that could be your throat chakra blocked, and your miscommunication. There's some miscommunication that generally happens when Mercury is in retrograde. And also too, I feel like there is communication coming to you. So it's beautiful. And lastly, this is a message that I got when I was meditating in the bath, and I usually have to run out and write it down before I lose the energy flow. And it's don't feed the beast with ego, starve it with love. And then numbers I've been seeing 555, 333, 444, and I've been seeing oodles of dragonflies, if that means anything to you. So I'm just going to show you this here, if I can get to it without knocking stuff over. Okay, so this is it. So here you'll see inner childhood trauma, the numbers, the DM needs help, beginnings, set your intentions, don't feed the beast with ego, starve it with love. And the beast is the ego, believe it or not. And there is, like I said, some venom. So when you actually see these, it's going to be just wild. And I don't know why this is looking blurry right now. Hopefully, so let me check this. Yeah, it's okay. So that's what I have in my journal, and It's kind of crazy how this all happens. I can't, I just wanted to show you just for the wow factor. I let the cards fall out, walking away. So we have this walking away card, and the masculine is trying to walk away from all the karmic cycles, all the karmic partnerships. But as a result, there's this storm that's brewing, and that's the storm within themselves. And it's very difficult as they walk away. And you may feel that feminine energy, you may feel like this huge disruption of the energy flow. That's your masculine energy. As I said, the ask is just to love unconditionally. It's tough right now. And they're almost screaming out, almost to you in 5D telepathically, because they need that love. Some of them are in a very low vibration. It's part of the healing process. Adjacent possibilities. So as they endeavor their journey, and one door closes, another one opens, and they're just at this standstill right now and just looking at the possibilities. Should I stay or should I go? And they're really, really wrestling with these karmic cycles. They know there's something within them. There's this love within their heart, this unconditional love for the feminine energy. Many of them know what this is, but they're just wrestling with, I'm going to say a lot of it has to do with ego, and they're wrestling with their, I'm going to say conscience, and that's the noise. That's why that very important message came out. Don't feed the beast with ego, starve it with love. That's the ego always wants to win. And they're on a journey, a soul journey, and they're on a journey on their way back to you in the physical 3D world. So it's all beautiful. Just like I said, some tough energy. Just try and there's new beginnings, and sometimes you have to go through some pretty rough endings, some storms. So this is a message for you, feminine energy. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. I'm going to resonate that with nurture the bonds of friendship within yourself and love yourself. You are a princess, a goddess, and a queen, a god, a prince, a king, emperor, empress, however you relate. And just nurture yourself and love yourself. You're worthy of love. This inner child is running rampant right now and having temper tantrums. And it's really, really compromising self-worth, self-esteem, just the whole being. And it's unfortunate, but the beauty of this connection is that you heal that child. And some of us in the world, we navigate our whole life with this trauma and just subduing the beast and just pushing it down and not letting it out to truly heal. So love yourself. Only time will tell, and exactly that. Only time will tell. It is a journey, and it is truly a journey to oneself. I know the physical separation, I'm just going to leave it. I know the physical separation is tough. It is grueling. It is painstaking. I can't even articulate it into words. It is one of the most difficult things you'll have to endeavor in this lifetime. But only time will tell. And are you doing what you need to do? And are you feeding the ego? Or are you starving it? Because ego is one of the largest obstacles to overcome. Here, time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So you're being too hard on yourself. And some of you are just done. And you're like, I can't do this anymore. I've got to do what's best for me. Do what is best for you. Don't be a prisoner of thought. Don't put yourself in that jail. Love yourself. Live your life. And only time will tell. It's a dynamic journey. Two souls. Or one soul in two bodies, I should say. And you come to each other in magic in this lifetime. And you go off in separation to do what you're meant to do. And only time will tell. And deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So deep in your heart, deep in your soul, you know what this is. And the wisdom and the knowledge and the guidance will come to you when it's meant to come to you. There's some falsehoods, some myths, some all sorts of things out there. And unfortunately, these types of venomous, I don't know how to articulate it, they're just taking advantage and monopolizing off your vulnerable heart. I'm strictly just a messenger to guide you away from that vortex, that black hole of myths. It's truly, I don't want to get into that right now, but it's just disheartening. So what is the overall energy? Healer of ages, number 51. You come in and do this incredible thing for each other. You heal each other. And you are a healer. Many of you are healers and you don't even realize it. That's your soul call, is to heal others with the love you have in your heart. Ego runs rampant in this world right now, and love is a force within the heart that can almost disseminate and destroy anything in this world. It's the light. It's the light. And you are the light. And you are a healer. And you've come in to each other to find the light within each other, but ultimately to come back to each other with radiant bliss and love in your heart. Not trauma, not hurt, not inner child, pure, untainted, raw love. This is what I can't believe. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. When I was meditating in the bath, I was talking about communication, like the throat chakra. And when I do the cards, I put them over my heart, and I hold them there, and I say a small prayer to God. That's how I resonate. You may resonate with universe, divine, however you resonate. I resonate with God, and I it's just uncanny how this comes out. But I feel some of it, your communication, like there's been some form of a blow up and miscommunication. It's not with your twin, it's within someone in your family or your friends. That's Mercury retrograde working sometimes. And Mercury is very high with communication. But I really firmly believe that the masculine energy is in such a low place, and it's normal. You have to go through the darkness, the dark night of the soul, and you don't just go through it once. You can go through it 10 times, you can go through it 3 times, you can go through it 50 times. You go through it as many times as it takes in order for you to address and heal. And they so desperately want to communicate and just reach out to you and tell you that they need help. They're in a crisis right now, and they want to communicate to you because you're the one soul that they feel understands the darkness that they're going through, and you are the light. You are the one that is keeping them grounded and helping them move forward, and it's so beautiful. Like, these chakras keep coming up all week. Number 41, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, however you resonate, crown, top of the chakras. And many of you are getting this, you're ascending to higher consciousness, and you're getting this infinite wisdom within yourself, your inner guide, God, and it's helping you navigate to the truth of yourself, the journey, and whatever else you need, that knowledge and that understanding and that bliss and that connectivity to Source God. And it's beautiful. And lastly, the world, number 29. We're in the third dimensional world. We ascend to many different dimensions. And it's somehow, for twins, we surpass the 4th dimension. I don't even know how that happens. You just graduate to the 5th dimension. You're meant to. And there's some struggles going on in the 3D world right now. And it's primarily with masculine energy. They're in a crisis and they need your love, feminine energy. So that's what I have there. What is the healing? This here is absolutely insane. I'm just going to move it over just a little bit so you can see. And hole in the soul. And this is, I'm resonating this right now with the dark night and of the soul and this darkness and this crisis. And this emptiness that the masculine is feeling. You're feeling a sense of hopelessness right now. It's never a good part, but once you get through that darkness, the trail is light. And they're just feeling the sense of helplessness right now. And they feel like there's an emptiness, and the hole is, they're missing, they're longing for you, but sometimes they don't have that capacity or that deep inner knowing that is what they are missing. And when you get through that darkness and you get through that trauma and that healing, then you realize what that emptiness is all about. I cannot believe this. I was just in shock when this came out, because I had it written in my journal. The inner child is, like I said, screaming to be healed. And some of you, I don't know who this message is for, is denying your inner child the healing. And you're just not recognizing and acknowledging that trauma. And some of you are in this sense of denial. And you're like, I'm fine, I dealt with it. It's another thing that's very difficult to overcome is your inner child healing trauma. And when I was going through this journey in physical separation, I kept saying the same thing over and over again. No, I'm fine. I've dealt with my trauma. I'm good. And then one day it just hit me like a brick shit house. And I'm like, what is going on here? And then I was on my hands and knees asking why I've been forsaken, healing. And I'm so grateful to have that healing, because you're just free of all of it. So the masculine energy is healing that child. The child is taking temper tantrums. I don't know where I'm getting this from. And they're just screaming out to be recognized. The inner child is who we are. It's how we navigate our life. And if you haven't had trauma, bless your soul. Many of us have had trauma on this journey. And I feel like God comes in and says it's time for you to heal that child. If that makes any sense. How teachable are you? I resonate this with, are you learning your lessons, and are you stopping these cycles? And right now, the denial of the inner childhood healing is that lesson that needs to be heard. So that's how I resonate that. And home, two things here with the home. When you come into each other, you feel like you finally you have this natural home, like you feel like you're home. You've been navigating for lifetimes, looking for the other half of your soul, blinded, your hands over your eyes, navigating this journey of life that we live. And then you finally come into the other half of your soul and you're like, I'm finally home. And home is where the heart is. And some of you need to spend some time at home, alone, away from the venom, away from your poisonous thoughts of the ego, which is the beast within us, and just love and starve that beast and do it, in the privacy of your own home. Meditate, set your intentions, law of attraction, power of manifestation, however you resonate. Do it now, before the new moon, and watch yourself evolve. Recognizing that we have some healing work to do is very, very, very important. And at home is where you're going to get the answers. So the last things I have for your beautiful souls today is wisdom. So what is the wisdom on this journey? So I have new life resonates with new beginning and fates. So we have number 39, number 17. There's something going on behind the magnetic energy of the world is shifted. And sorry, just looking outside. There's a squirrel climbing on the wall. There's a huge shift, a magnetic shift in our world. And it's causing some extreme healing, but it's also new beginnings, new life, new you. How beautiful. I love it also very much. Not for you. I feel like this is for some of you that are not learning the lessons, and sometimes the lesson is truly your ego and allowing it to win always. You know, the power of thought over it as opposed to the light of the heart. It's really not for you. I just feel like this karmic interference is coming back into the masculine energy and trying to get their venom in, but they realize it's not for them and they're moving on, but it's difficult. And it's sometimes through loss. It causes like this acceleration of spiritual knowing and going through the darkness and getting to the light, but it's not for you. And some of you, that message is for you. You know what's not for you. You know in your heart what it is, but you're denying yourself that freedom and that peace. Fork in the road. Fork in the road to me, sorry, my elbow is like up there and it's just causing nerves. Fork in the road to me is adjacent possibilities. You come, you look, you get sometimes caught in, you know, into, I want to say the vortex, the black hole, whatever it may be. And sometimes it's the black hole of yourself. And the last message I have for you, which I'm going to do live right now for you beautiful souls, is a very beautiful, gorgeous message. Masculine is screaming out to you for unconditional love at this moment. They're in crisis, but the one good thing is they let that darkness out, and it's such a beautiful thing. And here it is, beautiful souls. My love is like an ocean, forever longing for your shore. You are an eternal ocean of love. I close my eyes and my heart is filled with rose quartz light. I love it all so much. If any of this resonates, kindly hit the subscribe, like, notification bell, comment. We love to hear your comments. Have a beautiful day, beautiful souls.